What's going on, guys, on YouTube? What's up, Twitter? How you guys doing? Welcome to Inside of BA's Room Mill. Show starts in 3, 2, 1. Another episode of Inside of BA's Room Mill. I am your host, of course, the only one that gives you the rumors every week. Monday nights at 6:30, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't know what time I like to go live, but anytime is at the beginning of the week before Raw and SmackDown works. I'm Inside of BA. Alongside me is my co-host for this week is Macho Man Matty Savage. It's been a while since you've been on the show.
Yeah, I know, man. Been busy with life and work and, just
totally understand, dude.
Doing my thing. I mean, but I've been here for the main podcast. My picks have been the greatest as of late.
Right.
Tune in to our next podcast where you'll find out. Yeah, in a couple weeks before the Super Showdown to find out who won last night's Hell in a Cell.
That's right. Last night was something else. Very good quality matches, and I did fall asleep through I think Seth Rollins and maybe another match, but hey.
Yeah, I was the same way. I mean, I slept through Ronda Rousey. I slept through Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I woke up in time for the main event at least.
There you go.
Which, I mean, we'll probably brush on a little bit of Hell in a Cell on today's Inside of BA's Room Mill.
Right.
But before anything, obviously, we want to get to our social media, guys. I'm going to be following along on my phone here on our Facebook. So whenever you guys are commenting, and we're going to get back, we're going to shout you out. So follow us on our Facebook, the Twitter, Instagram. We're live on YouTube again. Of course, the blog, because we can't get to everything on all of these little podcasts that we do. It's www.SmackTalk.wordpress.com. They got that?
You're the one that knows it all the time. That is correct.
And, of course, a special shout-out to My Fantasy Sports Talk. They're always supporting us. And I think it's game time. I think it's time to get to the latest rumors that BA's got for us. Right. I think one of them has to do with the man on my shirt right here, but I'm not trying to spoil anything. But
top rumors for this week, of course, is going to involve Shawn Michaels again. Brock Lesnar, who returned last night at Hell in a Cell. Andrade and Almas, his future plans, and Ronda Rousey's WrestleMania plans. It's definitely some interesting top rumors as we get closer to Royal Rumble coming up. Survivor Series is one of the next big four.
Isn't it crazy to think it is almost Christmas?
Yeah.
Which means it's Royal Rumble, which means it's WrestleMania season. It's coming faster than you think.
Yeah. And hopefully Roman Reigns is not champ going into WrestleMania. But that's not a rumor I have at all today. I just don't like Roman Reigns. It is what it is. Do you want to talk about Hell in a Cell, or do you want to just jump into some rapid rumors?
I'll give a little bit of quick thoughts on
rapid rumors.
I don't know what you guys at home thought of last night. Main event was good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the whole surprise of Brock Lesnar, I liked it. Definitely a shocker to me. Was not expecting that at all. But I'm a little disappointed at the fact that Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman were literally dead for about 10 minutes while Rollins and Ambrose were fighting McIntyre and Ziggler on top of the cage.
Which was entertaining.
Of course, that was entertaining.
Somehow they got to knock each other out again. Like, they can't just play dead for 10 minutes. It's not the Royal Rumble,
What I'm a little disappointed in, too, is obviously the whole Ziggler and Rollins off the cage. That was cool. But then what happened to McIntyre and Ambrose?
I don't know.
Did they fall asleep on top of the cage, too?
Did, the kendo stick knock them both out? Like, I don't understand what happened with them.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense that a Hell in a Cell match ended a no contest. How are both of these two monsters, I guess you could say, not able to finish a match?
You got the big dog and the monster among men.
And you can't finish a Hell in a Cell match.
Mankind got thrown off at Hell in a Cell. He got thrown through at Hell in a Cell, and he still finished his match. Very poor booking on that part. As far as maybe poor booking in the order of matches, I didn't like because I fell asleep through I think 2 of them. Mm-hmm. Daniel Bryan and Miz, that probably should have went on earlier in the show, and maybe with Seth Rollins opening the show, and then give us Charlotte as the final women's match, not Ronda Rousey, and Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton had a pretty good Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
I got to go back to catch that beginning. I was watching Pat's.
Expected Jeff to jump off the cell. Instead, he held on to the bottom of the cell and he
killed himself.
Yeah. I don't know what's his deal. I don't know if he's written off TV at the moment, but
I think
get well soon.
Yeah,
that's for damn sure.
I agree too on the way the pay-per-view was
The order.
The order of the matches.
Yeah.
I don't mind the fact that Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy was the opening match, but I think it should have been the tag team match. Like you said, definitely Charlotte and Becky Lynch should have 100% been the pre-main event.
Yes.
Especially because there was a new champ.
It was a new champ.
I guess the only way you could allow Rousey to be the pre-main event is if something like Nia Jax was going to actually return, which was rumored. Obviously didn't happen. That's why we take everything with a grain of salt.
That's why I told you on the People's Podcast that rumor was false.
From what I saw, though, not sleeping, which I'm going to go back and watch it, and I'm going to analyze it and all that. But I'm going to give Hell in a Cell a 6.8 out of 10.
So you like to do numbers. I like to do grades.
If you want me to give it a grade,
give it a grade.
I'll go with a B.
A B. I'll go with a C+.
Okay.
Maybe actually no. I ranked SummerSlam at what, a B-, I believe. C+. A B- to be nice. I'll say B- because it was great quality matches. So, the fact of quality matches, Alexa Bliss actually got to face Ronda Rousey and not get squashed. That is a big win.
Yeah, that was a
because Evolution's coming up, and that rumor of Nikki Bella versus Ronda as the main event. If you were going to squash Alexa again, then you would have to squash Nikki Bella. Right. I'm sorry, Bella's a trash. Botch mode is running wild in the WWE right now. I think that's enough Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, we don't have to get too much into it. Obviously,
just little quick jabs.
Yeah, some quick jabs on it. We're obviously looking forward to Raw tonight, SmackDown tomorrow, just to see the fallout. And I think that's why we're here. I mean, we want to hear inside of EA's rumors ahead of Hell in a Cell before Monday Night Raw, which comes to you in about 1 hour and 15 minutes.
1 hour and 15 minutes.
And obviously SmackDown's tomorrow. And that's it.
Tomorrow's going to be an awesome show because of the fallout. Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. What's going to happen there? Some good stuff coming up. Let me get some comments right now. We got Tuquan. Welcome to the show, Tuquan. They let Bliss wrestle. That was okay. Damn right. Wish Jeff Hardy would have jumped off the top. Well, he gave us something other than that. What's going on, Brendan Griffin? A big wrestling video coming your way next week. Joey Hayak. I'll be sure to tune into that.
All right.
And Danny Sadinsky with the Bearplex City.
Shout out to Dan Sadinsky. He sent me a text yesterday during the Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, with his reaction to Jeff Hardy on top of the cell, hanging and falling. Dan, love the reaction.
That definitely awesome reaction. I think my show is about rumors. It's time to stop talking about rumors. Inside of EA's room, right above me, the glasses are on. Rapid rumors are coming up. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, I suggest you tune out right now. But before you tune out, like and share this video. Get it anywhere you can. Get it out there because it's rapid rumor time. It's rumor mill time.
That's right.
First one I want to have for you this week. There are plans. I know Paul Heyman returned last week, so this might be an old rumor.
Last night.
I'm sorry, last night.
Yep.
Well, technically last week if you think about it.
Sure. Sunday starts a new week, but whatever.
Okay. I don't know where you went to school, but whatever. There are plans to give Paul Heyman his own stable, maybe with Kevin Owens, Ronda Rousey, etc. The reason why I say that, WWE are building multiple stables in order to have a battle to determine which stable is the greatest at Survivor Series. They're going to call it stable warfare. Any thoughts?
That's really interesting.
Garbage. That's what it is.
I'm not going to say it's garbage. I kind of want to see it play out. I'm down to see a Paul Heyman stable.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Right. I mean, that's why we're taking everything with a grain of salt.
Grain of salt. The reason why I don't think it's going to happen is due to the fact that he returned last night with Brock Lesnar.
Right. So it kind of wouldn't make sense.
Stay tuned for the top rumor involving Brock Lesnar and why I don't think this will happen. The stable warfare might still happen because you have what do they call them? The dogs, Braun Strowman and Dolph Ziggler and
I don't even
Dogs of War.
Dogs of War.
I believe that's what it's called.
All right.
Correct me that in the comments if I am wrong. Dane, I understand that rumor is gay. I definitely agree. Then you have the Shields, and then you have the rumored potential of Rey Mysterio finally returning with his two luchadors that I said on the last week's show. Regardless, it should be an interesting Survivor Series. Did you hear that Starrcade is returning again?
Yes.
I heard that. I believe I heard that today.
NXT, right?
I don't know if it's NXT. No, I don't think it is because there's some matches already announced involving main roster talent. So
okay.
So that's going to be going on in November at the same time as Survivor Series, along with the Saudi Arabia show that's unannounced yet.
AKA overshadowed by Saudi Arabia, just like Hell in a Cell was overshadowed by the Super Showdown coming up in a couple weeks in Australia.
Right. So
I get it. I get what WWE is doing. They're trying to spread the product all over the world. And
yeah.
I mean, that stock's up about like $60 in 1 year. I mean, Vince McMahon's doing big things, but you still gotta cater to all your audiences. And just don't overshadow like a pay-per-view like Hell in a Cell, a pay-per-view like WrestleMania like you did this year. You gotta make it all work if you're gonna be doing that.
You're talking about Vince McMahon. You think he's a smart man?
He's a genius.
All right, let me tell you one of his ideas that came to life on Monday Night Raw recently. The former Rockstar Spud, a.k.a. Drake Maverick, may have been chosen as the manager of AOP because of Vince McMahon wanting to think outside the box. That is the rumored reason why he became the manager of AOP. He basically said, knowing Vince, I'm sure the reason he likes Maverick with AOP is because they don't look right together. I said it last week during the text.
You're right.
It's out of the box. It's the same reason why he put Del Rio with Zed Coulter. He put James Ellsworth with Carmella. It's out of the box. It doesn't make sense, but it gets
the job done, I guess.
Gets the job done. It gets to you guys. And I like Maverick as the manager of AOP. I don't like when he's dressing like that. He changed it up last week. He had a tank top.
I mean,
so tonight might be different. He might finally get rid of the knee pads. I don't think he should wear the knee pads because you look like a midget. He really looks like he's just like, don't do it. You look like Hornswoggle basically. And I'm not a fan of that. So the whole manager thing is coming back to life again with obviously Paul Heyman is one of the greatest of all time. But you gave Drake Maverick to AOP. Now Leo Rush from NXT is going to be the manager of Bobby Lashley going forward. Believe it or not.
What?
Yeah. Did you not see the tweet?
I saw something, but I don't think I watched the video.
I didn't watch the video. I saw a tweet. So take it with a grain of salt. Leo Rush has been revealed as the new manager of Bobby Lashley.
Why? I mean,
I don't
if
know.
anybody needs a manager, it's definitely Bobby Lashley. But I mean, that's thinking outside the box, I guess.
Yeah, of course. So I believe his gimmick on NXT is like a Playboy something. I don't know what he does on NXT. I try to watch. I only watch takeovers. It's really where the money is.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Rapid rumors. Last one I have for you before I get to the top rumors. The Shield are reportedly going to face the team of Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre, a.k.a. Dogs of War. Let me know if I'm correct. Please tell me that in the comments. One more time at the WWE TLC pay-per-view in a TLC match because they are scheduled to face each other at Super Showdown. So
TLC is in October?
No, I believe it's in December.
So this is going to get dragged out?
It's going to get dragged out for a long time. This is the winter storyline. You have the Dogs of War versus, like I said, it's going to be stable warfare. And I probably won't even end the Survivor Series. Actually, please correct me if TLC is in December, because I might be wrong on that portion right there. So let me know in the comments. I don't know if TLC is, regardless, it's one of the pay-per-views that's been getting not really used properly, and the fact like they don't
just like Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell, yeah, it's just another gimmick pay-per-view that doesn't really sell.
My opinion, just real quick on that, is it's just the fact that you finally brought some credibility back to the Universal Championship.
Yep.
And now it's just looking like it's going to take a back seat again for a 3-on-3 or a 2-on-2, kind of similar to Seth Rollins' Intercontinental Championship right now.
Yes.
You're putting it in the back seat because now you brought back Brock Lesnar last night, which, hey,
stay tuned.
It is what it is. We're going to get to that in a little bit.
Yep.
But you finally bring the credibility back to the title, and now you're telling me that this is going to potentially get dragged out for months. When is Roman going to defend the title now? Stay tuned. Stay tuned,
because it's not going to be at the Super Showdown. Maybe it'll be in Saudi Arabia, the unannounced show that's happening. They don't want to announce it because of the fact that Evolution's happening a few days before.
So Taquan just said it is in December.
It is in December.
Yes.
So
thank you.
Get ready for the long drag of Stable Warfare coming this winter to a TV near you.
Oh, Lord.
But coming to a Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope, Twitter, what's up? Coming to that to you right now. Top rumors.
Oh, Lord.
Top rumors here we come. Andrade Almas is one of the better talents on SmackDown Live, I think. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. The man himself, Vince McMahon, is highly he's praising. He loves Cien Almas. He's loving.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the whole gimmick, the Mexican. He's trying to find the next Del Rio.
Correct.
So go ahead,
Stay
continue.
tuned for when Mysterio comes to SmackDown Live. That's going to be a feud in the books. Should be good because Cien Almas kills it. So I said last week that Daniel Bryan was the original favorite to win Royal Rumble, and then The Rock now is in the favorites. But now potentially Cien Almas might win the Royal Rumble because of how highly praised he is by Vince McMahon himself. And WWE could be planning a huge surprise at next year's event, since they could allow a superstar who has never had a WrestleMania match go straight into the main event level and main event a match. The way you do that, win the Royal Rumble. Cien Almas, that is the guy, and Vince McMahon is all about him. So,
wow. I personally, I love Almas. He's awesome. Great superstar. He was good in NXT, obviously. He was a champ there. I don't think he's going to win the Royal Rumble personally. I can see him facing AJ Styles or whatever for the title at WrestleMania. But as we know, with AJ Styles as the champ, he is never main eventing a pay-per-view.
No.
And it's a shame.
It's a damn shame.
He was relegated to the, 8:30 hour last night?
8:30 again.
With Samoa Joe?
I don't know if it was 8:30 for SummerSlam, but it was the 8th match of the 12 matches from a SummerSlam.
It's a little ridiculous. But back on topic with Almas, I can see that happening. Don't think he wins the Royal Rumble. But if he does, talk about thinking outside the box again.
Once again, thinking also of outside the box, WWE is in current negotiations.
I'm going to cut you off real quick.
Go ahead.
Just a couple of comments. After the mixed match I watched after Maurice pinned Brie Bella, I was like, she grabbed the tights. I missed the match. I slept through it. Sorry, Dan. I'll take your word for it. And then Dane says, not true. The past 2 winners of the Rumble didn't main event.
Correct.
Touche.
This is why the way Vince McMahon likes to call a main event is if you're at WrestleMania, you're main eventing.
Right.
Like with CM Punk,
you made it to the big
shit
stage.
all over Vince McMahon by saying, I am not the main event of WrestleMania if I am not the last match to go on at WrestleMania. Don't say me facing Undertaker is a main event when it's not the main event of the show.
Right.
Stop calling these matches main events because they're not main events. CM Punk made a great point. I really hope that man comes back to WWE. But
he's gonna. You know why? Money talks.
Money talks. Speaking of money talks, it's coming up. Stay tuned with Shawn Michaels and maybe Brock Lesnar. Right there. That's some money talking. A lot of negotiations are going on. But money talks. Current negotiations going on with Cyborg, a.k.a. UFC. WWE's in current negotiations with Cyborg to fight none other than Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. So
they're starting to scrap the whole Charlotte versus Rousey already?
It's been rumored that the whole Charlotte Flair and Ronda might still happen, but they're looking at other options at the moment. So take it with a grain of salt. I don't like it. I'll just say that right now. I don't like Ronda being champ right now. You all know this. And it's not because Alexa Bliss lost. It's you don't need to give it. I'm not going to go into the whole spiel again. Ronda Rousey's too soon to be a champ. You had 3 matches and you're all of a sudden champ just because of your name. Hey, how about
She's getting better in the ring?
Yeah, she definitely is getting better. I'm glad last night's match was longer than 4 minutes.
I feel like that topic right there with Cyborg would be better fit for someone like Timo. Wish he could be here to drop his thoughts on that because I know he's a big UFC fan. Dan Go as well.
Yep.
My thoughts is I would rather see Shayna Baszler against Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Right now,
I don't like her either.
Yeah, she's an interesting character.
Very interesting.
I'll leave it at that.
I want you all in the comments right now. Let us know what you feel about Ronda being champ, Ronda Rousey herself, and Shayna Baszler. Throw us at us as I'm going to give you the last two top rumors I have for you. One involving, like he said, this man's shirt right here. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, The main reason he's coming out of retirement this time, after rejecting it year after year after year, is because he's going to get paid a huge amount of money from the Saudi Arabia show. You want to know what that amount is?
How much is that amount?
$58 million.
Shawn Michaels is going to make $58 million.
You read it?
Wow. I don't know about that.
I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Money talks. Shawn Michaels is going to make $58 million per year for 10 years from Saudi Arabia. It's a really out there rumor. And I grabbed it because why is he coming out of retirement? He's going to face The Undertaker at Saudi Arabia show, unannounced.
So he's totally contradicting what he said to Taker on Raw.
Correct. Money talks. That man, he's got kids.
He's got a family.
He's got a family, you know.
And everybody wants to see him. I want to see him. That's my favorite superstar of all time. I know it's yours too.
Of course.
I want to. How old is he now? He's not 50 yet, is he?
I think he is.
Might be 50 if you guys know how old he is.
Triple
Let
H
us
is
know.
getting close there.
It's clear. I think he still got it.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him wrestle for about almost 10 years now, if not longer. I already forgot. I forget when.
It was WrestleMania 26. It was my birthday.
We're on 34. No.
It was my birthday when
8 years ago.
lost his match to The Undertaker when he retired. It's crazy how I remember that. That's a true fan right there. Going on the whole money talks, the last top rumor I have for you this week. He returned last night. Big shocker, big surprise. Brock Lesnar is back in the WWE. For how long you think? Not long. I'll tell you that right now. He's going to be in the company, not every week, because he never showed up when he was a full-time or part-timer. He hasn't really signed a deal. He's on the whole deal by
per appearance.
Yeah, per appearance again.
Yep.
The reason why he returned last night is because he's going to be wrestling in a match at Saudi Arabia, November 2nd. It's on my paper here.
So is this his rematch for losing the title?
Basically, the report goes that Lesnar originally would not have returned at this point, but the money talks from Saudi Arabia again. And it's expected he's going to go head-to-head in a triple threat match for the Universal Championship.
So
at either Saudi Arabia show, which doesn't have a name yet, or Survivor Series. I don't think Survivor Series because he has to really train for his fight with Daniel Cormier. So I can see the money talks scenario with Saudi Arabia. So, I mean, whatever. You're gonna suplex Bearplex City. Whatever. I'm sorry, Dan. I can't remember what you said. Bearplex City or Suplex City. He's gonna go wild in a ring, and if it's gonna be a good match, I don't know. When he was in a ring, triple threat match with Kane and Braun Strowman, he punched Braun Strowman in the face, telling him to slow the fuck down. So
I think, again, I mean, I've just gotten to the point where, again, it was a nice surprise seeing him last night.
Yeah.
It's definitely a shocker. No, I don't think anybody expected that last night. Everybody really did think Brock was gone, at least for the time being, while he went to UFC and did his thing there and all that. But I get the whole money talks thing, but just stay away, man. Like, we don't want to see another build towards another match like this. I don't, at least. Like I just mentioned maybe 10 minutes ago, finally some credibility is brought back to the title, even though it's on Roman Reigns and not Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Brock in this picture right now. I want him to get his title opportunity again at some point. Just not right now. I don't know.
It's tough because it's like
he draws
money, and Vince McMahon loves to make money. Do you want any more comments before we? Yeah,
we got Taquan. He's wondering, would we be interested in watching Taker HBK again?
Yes.
So I'm gonna start off by saying yes, definitely. There's no doubt that Taker is in better shape right now than he's been in past years.
Surgery's helped.
Surgery's definitely helped. Obviously, I want to see Shawn Michaels fight again, but there has to come a point where Taker's got to hang it up. And if there's one person that should make him hang it up,
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels in a return match.
I mean, he retired him. WrestleMania 26. Why not just send the dead man on his way? So I think that would be the great way to solidify Undertaker's legacy. Just call it a day, man. You're a great competitor, but you don't want to drag it along. You don't want to drag it out because then you're just going to be a washed-up competitor. And it's like Triple H. Triple H could do whatever he's doing right now because it's working for him. You know, last time ever match and all this and that. So him coming back here and there, it's not really like, whoa, because like, he wasn't a dead man like character. He was just a cerebral assassin. So he can show up when he wants because he damn runs the company almost. Undertaker, on the other hand, when you built your legacy on the fact that you never lost at WrestleMania, then you lost twice at WrestleMania, now you're losing here and there, and you're showing up and you want, and you feel like you can't find your home. Your home is the grave. Stay there. Stay buried. How about that for
I got some breaking news coming from our studio back on Columbia Street, a little way away from here. Timo is reporting that Twitter is popping right now, and unfortunately, I am not on the Twitter right now. Seeing all those comments, I apologize. I'm seeing the screenshot from Tim right now exclusively. Rousey wasn't ready to be champ. It's clear every time she steps in the ring, but she's learning fast. That's at Solar Eclipse S4C. Thank you for the shout out. We are going to be definitely tuned in on Facebook and on Twitter, catching out all the comments next time for sure.
Definitely.
We try to improve every time. We try to get to all the comments. So we appreciate everybody following along, everybody that's liked, everybody that's been sharing, following, you know.
Yeah, basically getting us out there because without you, there's no us. So we're just trying to.
We're not trying to talk.
We're the voice of the voiceless, as I like to say. CM Punk's famous phrase: "Voice of the voiceless." You all are angry at this. You're angry at that. We all have our own opinions, and we're just trying to get it out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4 guys in SmackTalk, 5 when Nick the Enforcer is here. With that, it's just we get to get our opinions out, and I give you the rumors. Some take them all with a grain of salt. Don't forget about that.
Always.
And I think that's it.
That's gonna wrap it up for this week's
show. So
thanks for having me on. It's been a while. I'm glad I could partake in your rumor mill.
Rumor mill Monday.
I'm intrigued by Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to.
We're going to see how that goes over the next couple of months.
It definitely should be good. I think with that being said, like, share, follow, do everything, tweet it, retweet it.
And enjoy Raw, obviously.
And
that is coming to you in about 54 minutes. Stay tuned.
With that being said, Insider BA's here.
Macho Man Matty Savage.
Rumor mill.
Tuning out.
See you all next week.
We're still alive, baby.
We're still alive, you know? It's just how it works.